My name is Russell Deal, and this is my informative video. I'm going to talk about saltwater aquariums and saltwater fish and how to increase your chances of keeping them alive. What most people fail to understand is that animals from the ocean have very fixed environments. Their temperature never changes, their water conditions never change, their food sources tend to stay the same, and even most fish have a wide variety of food sources to choose from. Even a small temperature change or chemical change in the water can kill most fish. It's not that you have to keep it perfect as a copy of the ocean, it's that it can't change suddenly. If this tank right here were to go up 79 degrees right now is the water temperature, if it were to go up to 82 degrees in 3 or 4 hours, everything in this tank would probably die. So what I want to kind of go over is show you some of the things I have to keep things steady. Keeping the temperature fixed, first thing I suppose you gotta have is a thermometer. If you can read that, 79 degrees. Basically what you have is this open top here. Water is evaporating, and just like the sweat on your skin, anything that evaporates tends to cool. I've got a ceiling fan also up above me that stays on at a certain speed to help keep the water evaporating at a certain rate. Basically what's happening is the evaporation is constantly trying to pull the temperature down. In my sump over here, if you can see this, that big black tube there is a heater, a big heater. Basically it's trying to pull the temperature up, and in this battle between cooling off and heating up, the temperature stays the same. Keeping water temperature is one thing. Keeping the chemical composition of the water is something else. I'll show you some of the pieces you have to do that. This is called a skimmer. Try to get it not be so blurry. Basically it's making foam, like when you go to the beach. The waves crash, that little foamy stuff you see washing up on the beach, that's proteins and various chemicals that you don't want in the tank. The ocean's kind of cleansing itself same way. This is what those bubbles fuzz up and collect in this cup. This is what we're collecting. We want to get rid of that. It's not very pretty. The other thing on the other end over here, these tanks drain into each other. We're down into this sump. What you have here is water is being pumped into the top. If you can see that, it's diffused over this little plate here in the top. Basically, I'm trying to drip water over these. They're called bio balls. Basically what they are is bacteria, or a place to grow bacteria. It's just surface area. Each one of these drawers contains some of the biological stations, or whatever you call them. But the water drips over them. You want to drip the water over them because bacteria require air and water. The best way to do that is to drip instead of just submerging them. There's more oxygen in the air than there is in the water. What this does, this is actually the key to the whole system to keeping your fish alive. This is where you grow your bacteria that eat all of the ammonia, nitrogen, nitrates, all the little things that the fish produce that would normally poison the water. It takes a massive amount of surface area to handle all the chemical load produced by the fish and wastes and excess food that isn't eaten and things like that. But if you can keep your water steady and your temperature straight, which is what most people fail to understand, you can keep your fish alive. A lot of these fish are very expensive. That blue one there, he's about $75. A lot of people buy these fish, they'll die within a day or two because they don't have the right equipment or the right temperature. Temperature tends to kill a lot of fish. You also see here I've got some clownfish. They're doing really well, and you can tell they're happy because they are actually breeding. There's their eggs that he's sitting on top of. They probably won't hatch. The eggs require a very specific environment, once again, that I can't really duplicate. But anyway, those are some of the things in the saltwater aquarium you need. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. My name is Russell Deal. Thank you.